Hey, what's up and welcome everyone to another Warzone video. IceManIsaac here. Yesterday afternoon, the Warzone playlist was updated with a scopes and scatterguns limited time mode, but let's call it what it is. It's Shotty Snipers. It's finally here. I've been looking forward to this for so long. I don't know if any of you are like OG Halo 2, Halo 3 fans in the channel, but this brings back some really fond memories. There's something about that high risk, high reward. You gotta hit your shot or you're gonna die. It's a lot more fun for me sometimes than having to just track down and spray down people with an AR, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it, okay? In today's video, we're gonna be discussing what the specifics are for this game mode, how it plays out, some extremely useful tips I found from struggling with this LTM. I thought it was gonna be pretty easy, but it's not. And most importantly, we'll be taking a look at the leaked limited time modes coming to Warzone in Season 3. So stick around and see what's coming in the coming weeks. If you're new to the channel, my main focus lately has been Warzone Academy, a series of incredibly in-depth guides explaining the overlooked tactics that determine your success in Warzone. Now, support is unlike anything I or most of the community in YouTube has ever seen before. I mean, I knew people were interested in in-depth guides, you know, really breaking down the minute details between victory and defeat, but I never imagined this. Seriously, guys, this is insane. I was at 15,000 subs a few weeks ago. Yesterday alone, I went from 20,000 to 25,000 in 24 hours. Just think about that. That is 25% growth in a single day. Can you imagine any business or brand that has been putting in effort for years to grow their channel or business and all of a sudden having their work discovered, appreciated, and take off like this? I'm floored. All the while, I'm being flooded with comments, Twitter and Insta DMs, offline subscriptions and donos to my Twitch channel, people showing their support and telling stories of newfound success in-game. I'm humbled, I'm grateful, and I'm motivated as ever to continue to provide value-driven content to you all. Thank you. I'll be starting a coaching series where we look at your gameplay and evaluate tactics, rotations, gun skill, and come together as a community to determine how you could improve in Warzone. If you're interested in getting a head start on this series, follow my Twitch channel in the description or the pinned comment. More information on how to submit your gameplay will be coming soon. But without further ado, let's talk about Shotty Snipes. As you can tell from scopes and scatterguns, it is shotguns and snipers only. All the gameplay in the background you see is from this new limited time mode. It is trios only. So you have to queue up with 2 other friends. You can queue in with randoms, which is what I've done throughout all this gameplay. But unfortunately, if you try to go in solo, which I sometimes run solo trios, solo squads, it's rough. It's really rough to trade when you've got, 4 lens glares pointing at you, 4 shotguns pointing at you, so just beware. Now, when you fly in, you still land with a pistol, so it's not necessarily just Shotty Snipes. And also in the gulag, you do have pistol battles as well. An important thing to note, the zone does not stop. The zone will continue to move, and as soon as it hits that white line, it'll keep going. Fortunately, there haven't been any zones that I haven't been able to outrun, so it's not like I'm all of a sudden being caught off guard by a super aggressive zone. They're all pretty predictable. I think they implemented this to prevent people from camping for too long, right? If the game moves at a really slow pace, everyone's just going to be sitting inside a building and waiting. Now, that being said, there still are a lot of campers. As if there wasn't that problem in Warzone already, with snipers and shotguns, yeah, it gets pretty rough. But I think overall the game's got a really nice pace. Just make sure to give yourself a little bit of buffer room as you go through. Maybe you're crossing an open field. Just beware. There have been some times where I go to cross a field and I've got 6 flashlights at me and I know I'm dead before I even take another step. So it's an LTM. It's not going to be perfectly balanced. Not everything's going to be, as balanced as you would like. Just keep that in mind. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, and you're going to really enjoy this game. But at the end of the day, we're all competitors. We all want to win. That's why we're playing a BR. So I put together a list of useful tips and tricks to help you reach that elusive victory. First, there are no loadouts in this game, which means 2 things. 1, everyone's carrying around a ridiculous amount of excess money. And 2, no one has any perks. So that means no one has Ghost, and you've got a lot of money to drop on UAVs. So when I'm playing this game, there have been multiple times where I've called in an advanced UAV because I've carried around $18,000, $20,000, $30,000, and I just stack UAV on UAV on UAV. As you get towards the end game, it's really useful if you're pinned down. Buy yourself a precision airstrike or a cluster strike. This really helps to clear up some situations where you don't necessarily think you would have otherwise used it. And plus, since you're in teams of 3, maybe have one guy as a designated airstrike guy. You've got 2 other guys with UAVs on stack. You don't need all 3 of you carrying UAVs when you all have that much money. Now, because no one has Ghost, heartbeat sensor is incredibly valuable. It is the most valuable thing in the game, in my opinion. Because it's shotguns and snipers, you're going to get in some long-range awkward battles, but you're going to get some people camping inside of buildings. And it's nice to know that you're not going to be stuck with someone in a building just camping Ghost and a shotgun. And as I mentioned, EOD is no longer a thing, so lethal grenades are especially present. A lot of people don't want to take that risk between, I've really got to hit this shotgun shot or I've really got to hit this sniper shot, and so they'll throw a C4 at you or a Simtex, or they'll clear out your room, or a lot of Claymore camping with shotgun. So keep that in mind. You no longer have EOD, and lethals are especially prevalent. Same thing goes for tactical grenades. There have been a few frustrating times where I'm, making a good run on something, and I'll have someone stun me, and then all 3 peek me with the shotgun. I don't even have any recordings of it because I just instant rage delete the recording, but it happens. Tacticals are there. Use them to your advantage, but also be prepared. And this one should go without saying, there are snipers everywhere. Do not stand still for a moment. Okay, even if you think, hey, I finally got the guy down, I won the gunfight, the second you go to line up a headshot to thirst his body, his teammates are going to be ready to shoot you. Or even if you just wipe the squad and you're looting, someone else across the map is going to be ready to shoot you. Most of these guns are unsilenced, so you're appearing on the minimap every time you take a shot. So standing still, if you have to, at least pop prone or something, like if you're going to buy a supply crate or something. Also, this goes for most things, but don't peek the same angle twice. Let's say you're peeking out one window and you get one really good shot on a teammate, and you reload and you're ready to peek that same window to take out his other teammates. Guess what? They're going to be aiming at you, and they're going to be ready to take you down. So avoid peeking the same window twice, peeking from the same doorway twice, even peeking on the same side of a tree twice. Keep mixing it up, fake juke back and forth to bait out some shots, and then change your angles every time you go into a gunfight. Now, this one isn't really a tip, but I just gotta say, I love playing with the crossbow in this game. I don't know what it is. As if one shot, one kill wasn't hard enough with, guns like the Dragunov or the HDR. You throw a crossbow in there, and it just feels so disrespectful and even more of a challenge. And it hits like a truck. It one-shots most people unless they have full armor. I think you have to get a headshot in order for it to one-shot that. It's just a good time, and it's suppressed, so give it a try. It's a lot of fun. Now, there are a ridiculous amount of carbines, Mark II carbines, 725s, and EBRs on the ground. I swear it's like 80% of the loot pool. So just get ready for that. It's kind of rare to find an HDR or the R90, but when you find it, it's going to be the setup. In my opinion, the best loadout possible is a golden HDR and a gold R90. I picked up a gold Origin once. I thought it was sick. It had the extended barrel. It had a suppressor on it. I thought it was the way to go. It's not. It's only got a 10-round mag, which is less than the golden R90's 18-round mag, and it also doesn't seem like it hits that hard. Might be good against one person, but when you're trying to take out an entire squad, it's not the play. Gold HDR, gold R90. If you have to pick up another shotgun, just beware, you're playing trios. So if you're using that 725 and you get into a fight with an entire trio, it's going to be really rough when it comes time to reload. So I never like to run a 725 with an HDR or 725 with a crossbow. Surprisingly, the EBR often out-frags the shotgun. It's like 3 shots to the chest and it'll kill someone, or maybe 2 shots to the chest and a shot to the leg. I've gotten away with a lot of kills just hip fire spraying the EBR. So the EBR is a really valuable tool for you in those close to mid-range battles. There have been times where I've run, HDR and EBR because there are no valuable shotguns around me. And of course, one thing to keep in mind, this is cross-platform. Snipers are one shot, one kill. I had a couple matches. Hackers are having a heyday. So they're loving the fact that they can just snap across the map and one-shot everyone. Fortunately, there's some bullet travel time in there, so I've seen some hackers missing some shots while I was spectating them, but it's a thing. Get ready for it. And just enjoy the fact that it's an LTM and the devs are working on cheating. I've got a video coming out about cheating and what the devs are doing and how the whole process works coming out in the near future. But stay positive, enjoy the change of pace, and look forward to the new and upcoming LTMs. So a few weeks ago, a leaked playlist was leaked from the in-game code showing the upcoming game modes to Warzone. This leak is already proving to be credible because they correctly predicted the release of quads, and most recently, the Shotty Sniper game mode we're looking at today. The other game modes they were looking at were Battle Royale duos, teams of 2, loot and kill, last team standing wins. So this is a game mode we're all looking forward to, and frankly, duos is my favorite game mode, so I can't wait for that to drop. There's Battle Royale high action, loot and kill. The gas closes faster, so get moving. That'll be nice. Once again, less campers. Everyone's going to be getting pushed into the action. Battle Royale one-shot. Battle Royale with one-shot headshots and no loadout drops. That's going to be interesting to see. I hope they limit the guns to maybe like single-fire only guns. But yeah, if you get sprayed with like a Uzi and you get one shot, that's going to be rough. Realism Battle Royale, we saw some of the realism in the multiplayer modes. That's no HUD. I really think it would be cool if they added a nighttime version where you could see lasers across the map. Imagine seeing lasers and tracers flying across the Warzone map. I don't know how graphically intensive that would be, and maybe that's why they don't do it. But I would play the crap out of that mode just because it would seem super tactical. No HUD, laser sights, tracers, just complete battlefield. And then the last one they had is Hardcore Battle Royale. I don't know how I feel about this one. Frankly, the time to kill is quick enough. I don't need to get fried down quicker than I already am. Realism, I'd be down for. But hey guys, that about wraps up this video. I want to thank you all for the insane support I've had lately. I really encourage you to try out Shotty Snipes. I know it's going to be a little frustrating. You're going to get some really wicked fast kills. It's going to feel awfully satisfying, but keep in mind, people are going to do the exact same to you. So embrace the LTM, embrace the fun that is the change of pace, and let me know how it goes. If you guys are interested in those future Warzone Academy videos, Warzone guides, and then also high kill Warzone gameplay, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thank you again for all the support. Peace.